to everybody. I hope all are fit and healthy. And today we are just going to start our online session for your betterment, for enhancing you more knowledge. So beta, today we are going to start the class of accountancy of the chapter company accounts, chapter number 6. That was going on earlier, and you was having lot of videos related to the introduction of this topic as well. So today I am going to start the third topic, issue of shares for consideration other than cash. If you remember in my earlier videos, I sent you the lecture that how a company can issue its shares. A company can issue its shares by private placement of the shares, public subscription, and the third one, issue of shares for consideration other than cash. For private placement, only theoretical portion is to be done from +2 point of view. For public subscription, we have did 10 illustration earlier, how to prepare the balance sheet and all, how the shares are issued at par, at premium, and what will be the accounting treatment when it is subscribed to the public. Today we are going to start our next topic, that is issue of shares for consideration other than cash. Means a company is issuing its shares but not getting the consideration as cash. A company can issue its shares for consideration other than cash to its promoters as well as at the time of purchase of any asset. Now it's floating on the screen. At the time of issue of shares issues to promoter, the journal entry is to be passed in corporation cost account debit to formation or formation expense account debit to share capital account. If you remember, we did this same entry in illustration number 1 as well as practical number 1. Please recall it today. The secondly, a company can issue its shares at the time of purchase of any asset. Suppose a company is purchasing an asset. What happened in that case? The person who will sell the asset will known as vendor, and company will become the buyer. Now on the next page, we can see the entries. Akash sir, please move the screen. When the assets purchased from the vendor, the journal entry will be sundry assets account debit to vendor account. Assets are coming to the business, so debit what comes in, whatever the asset is coming to the business, it will be debited, and vendor now will become the creditor of the company, so vendor account will be credit. The entry will become sundry asset account debit to vendor account. Second entry is to be passed when shares are issued to vendors. When shares issued to vendor account will be debit as amount is due to pay to him, and share capital account will be credit. Suppose in earlier cases you did in 11th class, whenever we pay any amount to the vendor, entry will become vendor account debit to cash account. But in this case, what we are doing? Company is issuing the shares to the vendor instead of paying cash. What is to be done in that case? The journal entry will become vendor account debit to share capital account. Because we are not paying the cash. As a company, we are not paying the cash, so share capital is to be credit. Now let's do illustration number 10, and concept will be more clear to you. The statement is floating on the screen. X Limited purchased the business of Y Limited for rupees 9 lakh, payable in fully paid up share of rupees 10 each. See beta, by reading the first line, X Limited purchased a business of Y Limited. Means X Limited is buyer and Y Limited is vendor. Please mark in your books X Limited underline buyer and Y Limited vendor. Amount is rupees 9 lakh, payable in fully paid up share of rupees 10 each. It means company is issuing the shares other than paying cash. It means it is clear by this point the topic is, the question is related to your topic. Don't scroll, Akash sir. Please stop. Come back to the statement. Thank you. X Limited purchased the business of Y Limited of rupees 1 lakh rupees, 9 lakh payable, fully paid up share of rupees 10 each. By the first sentence, you just come to know who is buyer, who is vendor, how much is the amount of the purchase consideration, and with which topic the question is related. Now, the second sentence is given here in the statement. What entries will be made in the books of X Limited if such issue is at par and at premium? Earlier, we have discussed that company can issue its shares as at par as well as premium. Similar to that, whenever a company or a business issue its shares to its vendor for consideration other than cash, it can be issued at par as well as premium. So let's start with the first entry. The entry will pass in the journal sundry asset account debit to vendor, and vendor is Y Limited. So entry will become Y Limited, and amount will be 9 lakh, that is purchase consideration. When shares are issued at par, vendor account debit to share capital. So simple. Of rupees 9 lakh shares are to be issued to vendors. Please scroll the screen, Akash sir. Now the next entry, when the share issued at premium, the second entry is to be passed Y Limited to share capital account. Y Limited debit to share capital account. We have to issue the shares when share issued at par. Second entry will be when share issued at premium. Entry will become Y Limited account debit to share capital to security premium reserve account. I want to make the difference again. When the company issued shares at par, the entry will remain simple. Vendor account debit to share capital. But when the share issued at premium, the journal entry will become Y Limited to share capital account, share capital account to security premium reserve account. You debited the amount of rupees 9 lakh in Y Limited account because at the time of purchase you credited 9 lakh in vendor account. Look at this carefully at the journal entry 1. In Y Limited account you credited 9 to the vendor account. Always keep in your mind how much is to be shown in the share capital, how it is to be calculated. Please scroll the screen. It is shown in the working note. You have to calculate the net number of shares issued. See, that issued can be calculated with the formula total amount payable, that is rupees 9 lakh, divided by net value per share. If premium is there, it is to be added. The total amount is payable is rupees 9 lakh, and the per share net value is 12 rupee 50 paisa because 25% is the premium. The basic face value of the share is rupees 10. Premium is 25%, that is 2 rupee 50 paisa. The net value per share will become 12 rupee 50 paisa. The total amount payable to vendor is rupees 9 lakh. So the number of shares issued by the company are 9 lakh divided by 12.50. That will be 72,000. So company will issue 72,000 shares. Please mark in your books against share capital account 72,000 into 10 rupee per share, and you will get amount 7,20,000. Students, please mark as I am instructing you. To security premium reserve account, the amount 9 lakh minus 7,20,000, the Scroll the screen, please. So in this way, I hope you come to know how the share issued at par and issued at premium when the asset purchased from vendor. Now, in illustration number 12, you just come to know that if the partial amount is paid in cash or by check and partial amount is paid by issuing the shares, then how the entries or journal entries or the accounting treatment is to be done. Moreover, in this question, you just come to know in the previous question, the vendor was selling only a single asset. But in this question, not only a single asset is purchased, a complete business along with the assets as well as liabilities are to be purchased. Let's read the statement, then concept will be more clear to you. X Limited purchase a running business from Y Limited. See, X Limited is purchasing a running business, not a single asset. X Limited is purchasing, so X Limited will buyer, please mark in your books. X Limited buyer, Y Limited vendor for sum of rupees 30 lakh, payable 40% by a check and the balance by issue of fully paid up equity share of rupees 100 each at a premium of 20%. The assets and liability consisted of the following: building rupees 12 lakh, plant and machinery rupees 8 lakh, stock rupees 5 lakh, sundry debtors 4 lakh 30,000, cash 90,000, sundry creditors 2 lakh. As the necessary journal entry in the books of X Limited. I am repeating the statement once again. X Limited is buyer, Y Limited is vendor. The amount of the consideration is rupees 30 lakh, payable 40% by a check. It means partial amount is paid at the time of purchase in by check, and partial amount that is balance is paid by issuing the equity share on premium. Assets and liabilities value is given to you. Now look at the solution, please. Please scroll the screen. See how the entry is to be passed. All the assets are to be debit and all the liabilities are to be credit, and purchase consideration value is also to be credit. What the entry is to be passed: building account debit 12 lakh, plant and machinery account debit 8 lakh, stock account debit 5 lakh, sundry debtors account debit 4 lakh 30,000, cash account debit 90,000. See, these are given in the statement. All these are to be debited, and sundry creditors are to be credited as these are the liabilities for the business. That is 2 lakh. Y Limited is to be credited as the purchase consideration is due to the vendor, that is rupees 30 lakh. Now, you know very well, whenever any journal entry is to be passed, the debit and credit side always remain equal. But if we see in this entry, we find a difference of rupees 1,80,000 in debit. It means credit side is exceeding to rupees 1,80,000. So the entry will be passed goodwill account debit. The amount of 1,80,000 is to be shown as a balancing figure. The next entry, Y Limited debit to bank account. 40% payment is made by check. The total amount is rupees 30 lakh. 40% is made by check. So 40% of 30 lakh will be 12 lakh. The entry will become Y Limited vendor account debit the receiver, vendor is receiver, to bank account, that is rupees 12 lakh. The balance is to be paid by the equity share. The balance is to be paid by equity share. So the journal entry will become vendor account debit to equity share capital. As the share are issued at premium, so the journal entry will become Y Limited to equity share capital to security premium reserve account. the amount will be 30 minus 12. It will be 18 lakh. Again, please scroll the screen. Again, the same thing you have to do. The number of share is to be calculated, which are showing on the screen. Please scroll the screen. You have to calculate the number of shares, that will be the total amount payable, that is rupees 18 lakh, divided by net value per share, that will be 120 rupees each. 18 lakh divided by 120 is equal to 1500 shares. Please mark in your books, in 2 equity share capital account, 15,000 share of 100 each, that will be 15 lakh. And in security premium reserve, the amount will be 15,000 shares into 20. It will be 3 lakh. In this way, you have to do the entries are to be done, and you have to complete your questions up to this topic. Now, I request to Akash sir to unmute the students to have their queries if they have, or premium for consideration other than cash that we did today. If you have any doubt in all these topics, please ask.